this video were about like, they were talking like, there's two different type of people, okay, in this world. So when you look at people now, when you have a glass of water of anything halfway, so we have one kind of people gonna say, oh, this glass is half empty. And when you look at another person now is gonna say this glass is half full. Okay. So the difference is like, saying both of them looking at the same thing, but they see it as a different way. One is like is half empty, one is half full. So the one is half empty is basically like, thinking what the bad part is not saying like, the half full is saying is half empty. That means he needs more. The other one, he's half full, basically is looking at it like, oh my God, it's a good thing, it's half full. Now the same, we're looking at the same thing, but we're seeing things differently. This is exactly how it is. So welcome everyone. I know a few people start coming now, and then hopefully we keep going. We're gonna try about the video again. So now, what we want you to understand is like when you're looking at the window and you have a beautiful, it looks so nice outside, and everybody's happy. Look at that, the sun, nice temperature, about like 70 degree, and then you're looking at you say, "Oh my God, it's beautiful. This is a beautiful day today." But when you have Katia and looking at the window, he's not looking at the beauty outside. He's not looking like, how it's a beautiful day today, but he's looking at like, oh wow, look at the window. The window's dirty. So what are we saying in this one is when the optimisms, like, it's like what seeing like, the good of things make you think like, what, like you're looking at something, it's a beautiful thing. But for somebody who's looking for all kind of reason to give a reason why this is not good, why this is not working, why I don't have to do this, why I don't have to do that, why this is not gonna work. So we have to set our mindset. We have to put our mind into something we really want to do. If we don't do that, if you don't have the mindset for what you're doing, you're not gonna go anywhere with it because you gotta put your passion into it. Because passion into it, your dream and what you want to do has to definitely a big part of it. Okay. And this is like a meeting, and I say hello to everyone, to all like invitees and friends and clients and potential clients is here. So we want them to understand like the information like we don't have, the information we didn't things we didn't know before. And right here is a training way we have some kind of meeting and debate about it and think about it. And I get the information and I bring it up to you guys. So share it with you so we can see exactly what we're doing and then how we're doing it and what's a good, where we can go about it. Now, last week we talked about the grant. Okay. And before we talk about the grant, I want you to understand there's another thing now. When you have a business, when you have a business and you want to get into the world of business, you want to be a business and a businesswoman. Now, the first thing you have to learn your priority. Learn how to raise funds for your business. You have to learn how to raise funds for your business. If you don't know that basic, how to raise funds for your business, it's a big problem because your business cannot run if the person who's running that business doesn't know how to raise funds. Okay. Now we have like, four ways for you to raise funds for your business. Now, how do you raise funds for your business? The first way for you to raise funds for your business is private investors, friends, families, strangers, whoever it is. You have to go there and then get funds for your business. The second one is grants. Grants is free money, but a lot of us do not understand exactly when they say it's free money for your business. Yes, it is free, but there's condition behind it. When they give you grant, there's different grants for different things. Uh, there's different grants, there's different things you can do, and then for different reasons, there's grant for like for black minority, there's a for women minority, there's for like all different grants for different people for new businesses. For when you start a business, which is if you have a business starting now, there's grant for that. If you have a business, been in business for 2 or 3 years or been affected for the COVID, there's grants for that. So they always have grants either from the private sectors or anybody from the government. So grant is a second way for you to raise money for your business. The third way is the government funding. Government funding, which is like, one of the biggest organization is there is a SBA. Okay, it's Small Business Administration. So basically it is there to help businesses, to help you to open your business, is to help you grow your business, is to help you so you will be able to have enough capitals for you to run your business and to make things happen, your dream come true. Understand this: when they give you that money, they're investing on you. Why they investing on you? Why the government give you money? Why have grant? Why do I do all these things? The government and the people give you a grant, either like saying all the big businesses, or it's from like the government. They're giving it to you because it helped the country. He helped you hiring new people. He helped you bring like new ideas. He run the country because of that. And you open the business. The government is good for them because you collecting taxes for the government. Okay, you make you a big part of this country. So without you, there is no country. Because without you, there will not be able. Because every single one of you will have a business. Okay, the government give you a sales tax certificate. It's to allowing you to collect money, to collect taxes, so they can have like whatever you're having now to pay for anything like for the police officers, anybody else. So it is for them to invest in you. So now they're not going to invest in anybody. They're not going to just take the money and give it to anyone. Okay. So they have to know exactly you qualify for that. We're going to go back into that. Now the third way is the third way is the bank. Okay. Now the fourth way is the bank. So the bank is like, getting people's money, which is don't know anything what to do with the money, and then somebody's working hard 24 hours or whatever a day. So they're working hard and getting to make their money, and then they make about 60, $70,000 a year, and then they're barely paying like for the be able to pay for the bills, but they manage a way to save some money, and that money basically gonna give it to any one of you here in the business to make you richer, to make you grow your business. Because understand this way, if there's a fool who have 20, 40, $50,000 in the bank, he doesn't know what to do with it. But guess what? He gave it to the bank to hold for. Like, the bank gonna put that money and put it under the bed or somewhere, like, on a room for them to save it. It's not like that. The bank take that money because for the bank to take that money and put it like, somewhere not doing anything is a liability. And the bank is losing it. And having cash and have it sit somewhere, it's losing value every single day. And the bank don't want that. And the bank don't have money. The bank have to have people's money. They just say the fool's money, and then to invest and then to do something better with it. Now, I used to be one of the fool, and it's not when I'm saying fool, I'm putting like put it graphically. But what I'm trying to say is the only money you should have at the bank is basically money for you to pay for your bills. Okay. Now you have four ways. Remember, private investors, we have the grant, government funding, and the bank. Now, every one of them, they require one thing. Every single one of this four way for you to get money for your business, they require one thing. When you create a business, what do you do with that business now? You have to go. A lot of people have businesses. They say they are based on a website and whatever. They create a EIN number. It's so easy to do. They go online, they create a EIN number, and then they say, I have a business. No, you have a business. If you're gonna get like funds from a friend, let's just say I know any one of you here, Kazi, and I have a business, and I'm gonna go, oh, Kazi, you know what? I have a business. I'm opening. This is this. This is that. I need some money. I don't want if you can invest. Kazi gonna say no to you because what are you coming to me like that with something? It doesn't say. He's gonna say no to you. Now, this is the proper way, and I tell my client, if you have a business, the first step you have the plan for the business. You register the business. You have all the first step is like have a phone number for the business, not your cell phone. Have your number for business. I have an email address, a domain name for website.
Oh, we're losing connection.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes. So you know about like projection. You learn about the business. You put everything together, and then now when you see Kazi, you have two folders. You have one for you, and you have the duplicate one. And you say to Kazi, Kazi, how you doing? What's going on? They say, you know what? I have something I want to talk to you about. When do you have time so we can talk? Kazi, like, what do you want to talk about? What is it? Now we just want to talk about something when you have time. Or what are you doing? What are you doing tomorrow? Kazi's gonna be like, okay, you know what, Kazi? What about like if we meet up like in a diner and then by the house, whatever, like about a block, and then 4 o'clock is good for you? I said, no, okay, what about 5 o'clock? And okay, no problem. And then you say like, you know what? If it's tomorrow, whatever it is, you meet up with Kazi. When you come and sit down on the table, you hand like one folder to Kazi, you take one folder to yourself, and then what you do now, you say, Kazi, open the first page. Okay, open the folder, get the first page, and you're explaining each page and each one. You present your business, you show your passion. Now you're gonna show exactly everything you've done, what you put into the business, okay, and then what you're looking for. And I look for, you know what? I'm looking to sell 5% in the business. I'm looking for $50,000. This is the projection of the business. This is the revenue. This is this. This is a conservative, like number for the projection. This is like the worst scenario of the projection. So I give all that. Now, Kazi going to look at it and it's like, okay, so you pretty much like, preparing everything. So, even like, you might gonna find 1,000 cars gonna say, no, no, I'm not interested. I'm not into business. I'm not in this. But guess what? No, we give more sense of to Kazi to understand, to engage because she's sitting down with you on the table. You're ordering like food, you order a drink, and you start talking. So if you have any question, ask me. So Kazi gonna start asking you questions. Kazi gonna wanna know exactly how long the project gonna take. And then what about like if we're doing this, what about if we're doing that? Kazi gonna try to engage. And sometimes what you're doing too when you're talking about this one, every step you can ask Kazi question. You have Kazi to engage. What do you think? Like, I'm having like, 10 people working for me. What do you think about this and this and that? What about this and that? I'm thinking of having like, some Hispanic, black, whatever, anyone, whatever, any way to engage Kazi into the conversation and to have Kazi to ask you questions. Now, that's the first thing now. You might gonna have Kazi said no. Don't take it like, you have like, 1 hour, 2 hours your time waste. No, you didn't waste any time. Okay. But guess what? You put something into Kazi's mind to have Kazi think about. Now you listen, go and after one and after one and after one. Now, the second one is the grant. The grant not just gonna give you money like that too, because whatever they're gonna give it to you, they're gonna make sure you're qualified for whatever the reason. So you're gonna present the same thing. They're gonna want to see the same, almost the same thing, like if you're giving it to your friend and family, your private investors. Okay, very simple. You're going for government funding. They want to see the same thing too. They want to see exactly you have a business account for the business. Do you have like a tax return for the business? They want to see something about you as a person, like is running the business. If you're responsible enough? So all this they want to see it. So for the grant funding, the bank, the same thing. So now, when you look at it this way, it doesn't matter any way of them because your job is to look for funds for your business. I go after something like, because your business is your baby. Okay. Nobody, you're going to see any millionaire, any billionaire, they're going to open a business. They're going to have something. They start raising capitals for the money. They start raising funds for the business. So this is the way they go to. They start making calls. They start going to see which bank going to give them that money. They don't have any of their money in it. Don't think because I have $1 million, you think I have $1 million in cash. I don't have $1 million in cash. Don't think I have like, $20 million, you think I have $20 million in cash. No. I want to buy something, I'm gonna go like to the bank. Now understand this right here. Some most of you probably have like 100,000 in the bank on a saving, giving to somebody. You think the money is in saving? No, that money be giving to somebody to become richer. And by the time they're giving you like $20,000 credit card, you be like oh my God, yeah, I'm a big shot. I'm rich. I have a $20,000 credit card. Yes, you do have a $20,000 credit card, but you're paying a high interest in that card. And by that moment, they don't even give you like, not even a half a percentage of that money you're paying a credit card. They're giving you the money you have saving in there. Okay. It's being smart and act smart. It's very simple. So, guys, the grant, it's a free money. Yes, there is money out there everybody, for everybody who wants the business, and you can structure your business the right way. Okay, like when you say you're a minority, and then you're minority what? You can be a woman, you can be black, you can be Spanish, you can be Chinese, you can be any type of minority. But how do you become a minority? How are they gonna know you're a minority? You own a business, yes, but how are you gonna tell them that? It's because a lot of you doesn't know you have to be certified minority, whatever, where you have to be. And this is how they're going to identify, this is how they're going to see you as a minority. Okay. So if you don't have that, you think you send your pictures to say, hey, I'm a woman. You think because of your name, because not everybody have different name. It doesn't matter. Like, if you can see somebody like now I'm looking at Froeli. Froeli, I can say, oh, he's a male. No, he's probably a man. He's probably a female. So this is a way for you to do it. And then register, like, Chamber of Commerce. Register yourself all different places. Let yourself known. So when they Google your name, they would see it. So anybody can just register business with the state. Anybody can register, get an EIN number. Very easy. It'll take you like what? Can do it. But at the end of the day, when you do that, you think that's gonna help you, or I'm gonna go to the bank and ask for money, they're not gonna give you money. But this is like, what proven. And then I showed some of my clients. I explain to them and they look at it. The first day they have a business open, the first day they have like $30,000, $40,000, like, on working capitals for the business. They have line of credits ready for them. Then you start from the bottom, like typical way they usually say that you can get like, business, you can get some credit cards, gas card, you can get all different other things. You can get that for $300, $400, like 30 days net, 60 days net. Yeah, you know what? They work too. Okay. It's a slow process and it's a profile you're building for your business, but it's a little bit longer. But there's other ways you can start from the top. You don't have to be struggling for that. You don't have to have a 50, 40, $20,000. I'm gonna sell like, dress. I'm gonna sell like, clothes. I'm gonna sell clothes. I'm gonna sell like, shoes, and I have to have $20,000 to place orders to have inventory. So now I don't have that money. That's why I cannot do business. But guess what? We can very simple. You structure it, you open your business the same day. If your credit have some issues in it, yes, the max time, like at least whatever what you have, you can invest on your credit for like 2 or 3 months and get this while you're doing that. You're structuring your business, and then guess what? Is it possible for you to get like 30,000, $20,000 where for you will be able to get inventories you're looking for. So I know everybody love grants. Everybody love it, and there is money available for everybody. Anybody part of this, like part of Score Financials. Anybody is part of Score Financials. Like exactly. We will go after money for you. We will go after wherever there is something available for you. Whenever there's something available for you, we'll go after it. I do not push my client to go after loans. I do not tell them to go after loans if they don't want, if it's not necessary in a way, if they're not investing it. So now there's the thing. You're supposed to get money to invest and make money, not borrow money and have sitting there, and then while you're paying interest on it and while you're paying like that full amount every month. This is not what we want. If we're gonna invest some money, if you're gonna borrow some money, that money you're gonna borrow it gotta be putting to work right away and start making money on it. Even we have a clients here. We have a clients. They have enough money in their hand. They can buy inventories. They can start buying stuff. But why is the good in buying and then we're not ready yet? Because you gotta be ready, make yourself. Because don't look at that. Oh my God, it takes too long. But there's a process. And if you ask, we're gonna ask every other client. They're gonna tell you there's a process. You know what? Better take your time, because it's not just because I'm opening like online stores, it's gonna be easy. No, it's not only an online stores. There is other things for you to, while you're doing it, you gotta put in place, and then you can get things the right way. You know what? You will be able to get whatever you want just by structuring your business the right way. Okay, this is for the grant. Now, guys, when you get to credit, it's a big part of you at first. because at the beginning, in this, if you live in this country, you don't have a credit, you don't have nothing. Now, if you don't have credit, whatever you're gonna spend, whatever you're gonna wanna do, and if you don't have credit, whatever you're gonna wanna do in this country, you're gonna end up paying 3, 4 times if they're gonna give it to you. And for you to rent a place, they wanna see your credit. Okay. If they want to see your credit now, if they allow you to stay, they say, you know what, we can accept you, but you're gonna have to put 3 or 4 months down deposit. Okay. If you want to buy a car, you could have paying like $300. Like if you're gonna pay only $300 a month, but you know what, you don't have credit or you have bad credit, you're gonna end up paying $700 for it. Can you imagine? You're paying like twice or for 3 times of what's supposed to be paying for what for something very simple. You can work on it for like 2 3 months, and then guess what? Everything should be easy for you. Your credit is a big key, is a big key in your life in US because it's important for you. And it's not, sometimes I know we all have a little problem, but guess what? You rather have a good credit than have a $20,000 in the bank. Okay. Some of you might think I'm crazy, but my clients will know this is not crazy because they understand it. You rather have a good credit than have 10, 20,000 on the bank because the way we understand it before is we gotta save money in case of emergency. Okay. So do you know how many emergency we're gonna have? Do we know it? You don't have no idea. Today something happens sometimes. Only a week I can have a car accident and then my car can break down and I need to change the alternator, whatever starters, whatever, spend some money on it. I can have all different other problems like coming up, or have a family member has a problem has to come up. You know what? Things can You can say, what the heck is going on in a within a week? This is what's going on. So now your credit is the key for your success. Okay, understand it. I'm not gonna go around the corner and say you don't have like a bunch of YouTubers. They're gonna say, you know what, you don't need credit. You do this, you do that, blah blah blah. Let me tell you something. It's a start. All I'm asking is like saying you do the first step. The first step. If it's 2 months, if it's 3 months, you invest into it, and that's the door. When you open that door, basically you're looking at the other side. It's something different. This is where everything starts for you. This is where you're gonna see a different light. This is where you're gonna have the opportunity when you're gonna feel so good. You walk into a place and then you say, you know what? I want $20,000. I want $100,000. They were gonna give it to you within 10, 15 minutes because they're looking at your credit profile, which is wrong. Your credit cannot dictate you, but guess what? One thing is, in somebody's credit, you can tell a lot. Okay, you can tell a lot because the way they manage the credit, you're gonna see that's the way they manage your life. And I understand that everybody's the same because sometimes you can be in a situation and then things happen. And then you gotta have whatever. But you know what happened? If you know and you know, this is why I'm getting all my clients to transition from personal credit, to business credit because business credit, it is so important. They give you 3, 4 times the money they will give you on a personal credit because you know what? Because the bank, the government, anybody is giving you money. They know that money they're giving it to you to make money. They didn't give the money to you to go spend and buy Louis Vuitton to buy Gucci. They give the money for you to make more money to borrow more money. Like this gentleman said, I borrow money to invest to make more money. So you're supposed to be using the same technique the bank using. You bank using your money to make more money. They don't have money. Now the bank starts with process. Not only they give you interest with whatever if you put your money in the city for 6 months or 3 months, they come with something now. They're giving you some bonus they call it. I think Citibank start with that. They give you $400 if the money stay for 3 months or 6 months. Because you know what? A lot of people find out now they can get into business. It doesn't matter what you want to get yourself into. It's just a matter of like saying, you know what? Let me learn the system. Understand? Learn the system. If you don't understand how the system here work, you cannot be in business. You don't want to just like have yourself for only for your little community because you know what? If you limited yourself, like, you put some limit, you put some kind of boundary into what you're doing, guess what? This is what you're gonna be. Okay. But when you can reach, like, 200 million people, 500 million people, whatever, it is huge. It is like, you can see 1% of that. It's a big deal for you. So it's understand exactly the system. If you do not understand the system, my job here, my job and our team in the school financials is to make sure we show you the system. Okay, we don't just say, oh, you know what, we're gonna open the build this for you, build that for you, and then get your capital. No, but if we're doing all that, we gotta train you. We have to make sure you understand exactly. I have power in my hand. I have money in my hand, and how should I be using it? How I can be careful in what I'm doing, because it's not just I'm gonna take that money and then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna invest in this and that. No, because 3 6 months and that you're building something, but you need to know the system. If you don't know the system, don't looking at, like, say, oh, this guy have about, like, a business for $2 million, and he's paying only, like, $10,000 in taxes. No, the guy don't even have, like, for $1 million he's paying $10,000 in taxes. And I said, look at me, I only make $150,000 and I'm paying like 20 30 thousand dollars in taxes. It's not the amount of the money you make on your business. If we're gonna calculate it because we don't want to show the government how much money we make in our business, it's just because we don't want to pay more taxes. You're wrong, and it doesn't go like that. Okay. When you're a business, the government wants you to stay open. The government wants you to basically hire more people to grow. Okay. If you have one store today, you have one business today, they want you to have two more, three more, four more. They're not there. They are not there to stop you moving. They are there to help you. If you're in a business, don't even listen to people, because when you hear, like, every month they come in the news to say to you, we have a 500,000 people hiring today. We have a 400,000 people hiring today. But understand this. You should feel proud of yourself. Said, you know what? I created, like, two jobs. I give people five. I give five people jobs so they can depend on you. They can go home and have a paycheck every week. Okay. So you are part of that, because of you, they can stand there, okay, on the TV and said, we have 500, we give a million job for this month. You know what I'm saying? Because you know why? When they say they make it happen, yes, they did, because without them, they're investing money on you now. Some of you might gonna say, not on me and the big businesses. Yes, but guess what? Don't blame the big business. Don't blame the other person. Blame yourself. Because we need to know the information for you to know exactly how you can get access to the money they're giving to help. We need to have an open mind so we can get ourselves, like, say, you know what, let's take the fear away from me. Let me just go step out there and do something. And if Katia can do it, I can do it. If Kazi can do it, I can do it. If Mr. Frank can do it, I can do it. So why not me? What's so different? Okay. I may not have the information. I may not be able to process the information that got somewhere else the same as the way to process it. But guess what? If I don't have the information, don't blame anyone. Blame myself, because it's there for you to go get it. Okay. Now, we're babbling a lot of things about our culture, where we came from, like, from Haiti or Jamaica, any other places, Hispanic. They always tell us we got to work hard and save money. Work hard and save money. You know, so this is basically what we've been taught. Like, say, hey, we have to work hard, we have to save money, because we never know. I've known people who come to my office and tell me, I worked for over 40 years or 50 years of my life. I bought a house, I have this, and then I have a gentleman who had a stroke, who had to have some kind of disease, and then now he had fears he might gonna lose his house. He had fear how he's gonna pay for medical. Yeah, see how he's gonna pay for some medications about, like, $5 7 thousand. How much the insurance will not pay for? No. If they're gonna give some money. The rest they're gonna come after you. Okay. So now, can you imagine you work for 50 years hard? You think you're okay, you save $50,000 in the bank, and then now you have your house and stuff, and you're scared you'll not be able to pay? It is sad. And then guess what? 40, 50 years old, you're not like 40, 50, 40 years old, 30 years old. You're about 7 years old now, and you worry about money. You worry about like money. What am I going to do? What's going on? But guess what? Your financial freedom, it is your it is where you started. This is your business. This is how we're gonna start it now. Take the fear away. Learn the system. Learn the system. Learn exactly how to do. Look at the guy next door to me. How the heck that happened? Don't be like saying he probably lucky. He probably because he's white, because he's tall, because he's short, because he's black, because he's Chinese. No, go out there to become. So go out there and become a Chinese. Go out there, be a woman. Go out there, be a man. Go out there, be like, short or midget or tall, whatever. Come to make you fit to that position. Because there is the information there is not for particular people. It's for all of us. If you're in this country, you're paying taxes. You're in this country, you contribute and everything else. So you want to wake up tomorrow morning and then you want to build something. It's your baby, which is mean this is your baby, your business. So I have somebody who was in my office, and she was saying to me, I never have to go and ask people for money. Okay, I said, okay, so if your baby have a problem, what will you do? That's your job. You're gonna find a way to go anywhere to feed that baby. That baby needs food. You have your child in food. So what you gonna do? You're gonna go out there. Your primary job is make sure your baby gets food. That's your primary job. So this is exactly for your business. It's not saying get my head in my pocket and get money to no. Okay. So I said, you know what? This is your first assignment. Show me you can do something, raise that money, and then come back to me. Okay. Now, it is important, guys. I don't know exactly. A lot of you, some of you are my clients, some of you are not. And some of you are probably going to be my client one day and a friend. But the information we're sharing to you, it's like everybody supporting everybody. Okay. I would love to be able to say, hey, you know what? I mean, I want to help. I mean, your success is my success. I want to make sure, like you guys, you understand exactly what is it about business. Because if I'm gonna push you guys and say, hey, you in a business world, you're part of the business now, you're gonna have your business. But you know what? I want to make sure you can succeed. I want to make sure you have all the right tools. I want to make sure, like, saying, you know what, the Platinum Club, we have most of the client part of, we're going to say to them, you know what, you need to know exactly how to use it. Okay. You need to know how to use that card because that card, if you don't know how to use it, it can be a problem. You have a card in your hand that says to you, is a no spending limit. Okay. No spending limit. So now you're gonna say, okay, so I can buy whatever I want with it. Yes, but this is the no spending limit. This is the part of the American Express card I'm talking about. The no spending limit. It's the way you stretch the card, the way you use the card. Now you're starting a new business, you get a new card. If you started like with 3, 4, 5, $6,000 a month, now, American Express now gives no limit into it, but you can stretch it to see exactly how you use it. If you're buying for $5,000, and then within 2 weeks you just pay that $5,000. If you're buying for 10,000, within 2 weeks you pay that 10,000. You're buying for 100,000, you 2 weeks you pay that 100,000. You buy for 150 next month, 2, 3 weeks you pay that 150,000. The way you use it, that's the way it's stretching. This is what the card made to be no spending limit. Okay. So now if you use it and use it the right way, because each card, the Chase card, Ink card for business, you use it for default. They have the purpose. And the American Express card, if you're doing a transaction, in 2 or 3 weeks, you just do that investment of $100,000, in 2 weeks, you don't pay that $100,000. Guess what? I made that investment 100,000. I'm getting 100,000, 150,000 back next week. I invest that and get that and pay it fine. And you listen, the Platinum American card is the top American Express card. The next one you have to be invited, which is mean for you to be invited. So it's the way you use, the way you stretch that platinum one. If you stretch it, you know how to use it, you know how to do investment. You have money in your hand to invest. It's just a matter of to know exactly how to invest it. Okay. Now I know it's a 600 something dollars a fee, member fees. There's a reason for that because they give you a lot of stuff. They give you a lot for you to be able to take advantage of. So it's just a matter of fact, like, it's just a matter of like, to know how to use it and make sure you take advantage of all that. Traveling is a great thing for you. Okay. And then when you travel, and I gotta tell you too, what look good is heavy. And when you pull that card, I mean, how do you feel like, you just have a business, not even one day, 2 days, and then you got a Platinum American Express for your business? And I told the gentleman was here with his wife this morning and today, a few hours ago, and then I told like, hey, you can have your business the same day. I have clients who have 40, $50,000 line of credit in their hands for the business. He said he was shocked. He was like, "What the heck that happened?" I said, "Yes, it is happening." And it just happened. I had somebody in the office that got experience, and I said I called and I said, "Okay, you can ask her because she's here for training, and you can ask her." It is possible. It is not like possible. None of my clients started with like $300 BP card. So there's nothing wrong with that. You do whatever you can do, whatever you know. But in here, we want to make sure like you have the right tools. And I've seen a lot of like young girls, young people in social media. If they knew exactly what's out there for them, what it is they can do, okay? Trust me. Can you imagine a lot of them like selling on social media? They have the opportunity to have at least a $10,000 credit card in their hand for the business the first week they have it. They can order like inventories. They can sell. They can do like a lot of people talk about drop shipping, but they can do what you call like self fulfill not self fulfillment, Amazon fulfillment, Walmart fulfillment, and also there's a company called Deliver. You can buy your product, and if people order in Walmart, they will ship it to them. If people order on Amazon, they'll ship it to them. If people order like on eBay, they'll ship it to them. So which is they control everything for you. All you have to do is controlling your inventory. I mean, you send them the inventory, make sure you control the inventory they have enough, and make sure also you change your prices. So you have, I mean, if they know the kind of power, the things they can do, what they have available to them, and you know what? There's okay, very simple. There's a grant right now in New York City. New York City have $200 million in grant, which is they had one before. I spoke about it, and which for businesses like at first the beginning of the year they have it for people start up like a business like you can show on 2019 you have a positive net, and 2020 you have at least 25% loss on your business, and then you can qualify from like 5,000 to $50,000. Now they change it at first a couple months after. They said you can have you don't have to have a positive net in 2019, which is mean you don't have to show you make money in 2019, which is mean you make like positive, which is mean you didn't lose a dime, but you can, even if you lose money in 2019, you can. And then now they made a lot of change again, and that was recently. They said, you know what, you don't have to have at least a 25% loss. Okay, you will be able to, to be able to eligible for that grant. And then after that, about a week ago, they come up with a new grant with a $200 million and almost the same thing, but up from 5,000 to $25,000. So, which has mean like, if somebody was in business for 6 months at least, 6 months, you don't have, if you were in business at least 6 months, okay? Can you imagine 6 months and whatever business you're doing, clothing, online store, whatever what you're doing, if you register a business, you structure a business the right way, and then you have a business account, and then you're eligible for that grant. So if you don't have if you don't have no, if you don't have, if you don't have tax return yet, you didn't file tax for your business, you flat be eligible for $5,000. But if you do have tax return, which is for 2019, 2020, whatever, so now you will be able to get, I think, 10% and up to $25,000. So guys, can you imagine? All you have to do is you can just have like, business or EIN number, or business you are doing business, you have a business account, and then you can take your chance and be available for that. So they didn't say big business, small business, but it seemed like for us, like, when there's a small businesses, any business like, have like 10, 20, 10 people, 20 people working and they may make about, like just say $1 million or 2 million is a small business. It is what it is. Okay. So you doing like, cleaning, you have a 1099, and which is mean also like, you have Schedule C, you pay, you're doing cleaning, you're doing like, HHAs, you're doing home care, whatever what you're doing. You know what? During the pandemic, and when the pandemic, like you can see before, Schedule C people didn't have much of luck and much of eligibility and grant and some other stuff. But after that, kind of have like, open door for us. So people's doing cleaning, people's doing all different kind of jobs. They're doing like, some job side hustle or something. They have that possibility. They can, and they can be part of like, get offered some grants, some free money to help them expand their business and make it official, make it in a way. Because want it or not, when you have a Schedule C, a 1099, you do pay like, it's a business. It's your business. It's a sole proprietorship thing. It's like you go out there and then you're working for somebody, you're doing job for different people, you're cleaning over there, cleaning over there, you're doing like, some private like, cases for healthcare. It's a business. And then because you pay like, transportation to go there, you pay like, for your car, you pay for your tires, you pay for all the things like, for you to be able to do that. And you're doing Uber, you're doing Lyft. It's your business. So you're eligible for that. But guess what? The information, a lot of us don't know it. It's the same way for for when they had the PPP, the EIDL loan. A lot of people I know, I help a lot of people during the pandemic with that. But I had clients, I have friends I knew who had businesses, who have like, two, three businesses, and they didn't know if they qualified. They didn't know if they qualified. They didn't know, people didn't tell them they qualified until when they come and see me, they're like, man, I didn't know. I said, no, you didn't know. So if you're in business, your job is to go out there and get the information. Okay. Get out there to get your information. Without like, having enough fun, you cannot run your business. Somebody gonna tell you you can open business. Somebody said, oh, I'm gonna tell you go run your business. Somebody gonna tell you, oh, go do drop shipping. Listen, you don't have a business if you don't register a business, period. You don't have a business if the government doesn't know you have a business, period. Now I'm talking on the side of like, Uber, Lyft, or other people. But guess what? If you were doing it before, get a EIN, register a business. It's a business. That will keep open door for you to be able to have like, the bank to help you out for the when they have something for grants for business to be, you will be able to have those kind of access. You will be able to have enough capitals, enough fund for you to say, you know what, I think I can have one person working for me. I can have two people. I'm doing Uber. You know what? I can do Uber fleet. I can have like, one car. Guess what? I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna pay for it. The bank will finance it for me. So I don't have to get it down my pocket. Guess what? This one gonna finance it for me. I'm gonna have a grant for it to run my business. So you're growing. Don't feel content. Don't feel you're satisfied on your skin because you have this, you have that. Things change. So you need to be able to start thinking, and don't be scared thinking big, because if you don't, you limit your mind, you limit yourself. This is exactly what you're gonna do. Okay. So we talk about the grants, and basically there's two grants now, and then because they have about like $10 billion, like from the Treasury Department, and each state have to apply and to get, and some of the states already have the money, and now they have it to help businesses, new businesses, and they understand. New York understood exactly what happened. There's some people that need new businesses. So business opened 6 months ago, 8 months ago. Listen, they give them a chance because they want you to grow. They want you to be able to have the same chances like other people have. Because you know what? Even if you don't have nobody working for you, guess what? You work for the company. You are an employee. You have 10 people. Guess what? 10 people have business. 10 people is working for a company. And you have somebody else with you, it's two people working for the company. So they registered you as two people. And for the past year and 2 years, is more business being open and more people didn't know they can do it. Okay? More people didn't know they can do it. Now they have access because of the pandemic, they have a chance. They said, you know what? I am able to do it. I was forced to stay home and I survived. My bill got paid. I did stuff. Yeah, I was struggling. Things I fears I had before. How am I gonna be paying? How am I gonna be able to pay this? How am I gonna be able to do that? How am I gonna survive? Am I gonna have food? But guess what? We did survive. So now you know. I'm not gonna say when you have a business everything gonna be so smooth. They're gonna have some ups and downs. This is what I'm trying to prepare you guys, preparing you for the ups and downs. Prepare you when it's up, and to protect yourself when it's down, and be able to take the punches and be able to say, you know what? Listen, no matter how busy you're gonna be in your business, no matter how you sacrifice yourself, you're giving to that business, is the same way. You can wake up tomorrow and say, you know what, I'm gonna take the days off. I can say, you know what, can you reschedule all my appointment like for tomorrow, push them for another day. I'm taking the days off. I can say, you know what, don't take no appointment for me for 2 days next week. Even if I'm spending more than 12 hours a day in my office, but I can't do that. But can you just wake up and say if you're working for somebody, you say, yo, I'm gonna take a week off or something, without like if they don't have the time for you to take your vacation? Okay. Why are you giving 5 years or 10 years of your life to somebody? And while when you're working for that person, you should, I mean, 10 years in a place working something, you're doing the same thing over and over every day. 10 years, same thing over every day. And you tell me you're not mastering yourself in that category, in that thing, and you become so an expert in it, and you cannot go and open yours. So what? You put yourself as slave for life. And guess what? You work for 10 years for them, and tomorrow something happened to them. Even the owner for that business probably love you to them, but guess what? He died. Now the kids take over. So what's gonna happen now? You know what? We're gonna sell it. And then they provide for the person say, I don't want you anymore. We're doing some courts after 10, 12 years. So now what happened now? You don't have nothing. You do not have nothing after 10 years. You're going to say, I give 20 years to myself for this company. I make them rich. I make them make money. I build this company. And doing the same thing over and over, you can call yourself a fool because you are a fool. It's simple as that. Call yourself a fool because you are a fool. Yes, you give yourself 5 years. Give yourself a time. And you know what? Move on. Leave the spot for somebody else because there's a step by step in life. Always challenge yourself. And you, as a businesswoman or businessman, your job is to always thinking, what can I do to make it better? What can I do to improve my services? What can I do to improve my business? What can I do to make more money? What can I do to make my client more happy? What can I do different than other people? Because as soon as you start doing something, other people are going to start doing it too. Nothing wrong with that, but it's your job to be one step ahead. Come up with something. You're supposed to always, you're sleeping, you're supposed to be thinking about that. That's what they say. While you're sleeping, 10 hours a night, 10 hours a day, you go to bed like 8 o'clock, and then you're going to wake up at 6, 8 o'clock in the morning. But guess what? Somebody else thinking how they're going to make money out of you. The business person is gonna think, how am I making more money than that person sleeping? Because me, I don't like to sleep. I think when I'm sleeping, I'm wasting a time, which is something. It is not good. I'm not saying for you guys not to sleep because it is, but for me, I'm always thinking, what next? Every day I go home, I'm thinking, what can I come up new and different in the office? When I walk in here, I'm trying to see what can we do different within. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? This is how you're gonna think. Okay, don't we know the problem? Come up with more solution, and this is how you're gonna be successful. This is the tools you're gonna have. This is how you're gonna think. Know exactly how you're going to make money, raise money for your business. It's so important. If you do not know how to do that, you cannot if you don't know how to raise money for the business, because your business, this is your baby. If you don't know how to do that, you don't know how to do it, you cannot succeed in business, because you're supposed to be able to learn how to negotiate, learn how to get funds for your business, because that's your baby. Which is, when you have your baby, you're gonna think like, you have a child. Think about it. You have a child, like, have birth, and then the baby's like, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Do you know for how long you're gonna have? First of all, you're gonna have that baby between 1 to 5, being like, a pest. That baby crying, this and that, and knowing all these things. Wanna sit on you, need more attention. Okay, 5 to 10, you gotta deal with different aspects of that baby now. 10 to 15, you know what? You might gonna spend about, like, 18, 19 years, okay? And you're about 30 or 40, you have 19 years to go of trouble, the different trouble each stage. And so now you're going to say, for how long I'm going to be in that kind of trouble? But guess what? When you have your children, there's the bad side, there's the good side. The good side is there you try to make them somebody. You try to want to make them better than you. So this is exactly for your business. You try to build that business. The business is another you duplicate. So you try to make it better than you and bigger than you. So your baby, your kid, you don't be like, say, oh my God, my business is 2 years. I'm still at 5 years. Guess what? You should think the same way for your baby. Your baby is like 5 years. Guess what, man? You still have another 20, 30, 15 years to go. And even when they're grown, they're still gonna come to you as long you're still alive, they're gonna come to you and ask you, mommy, daddy, things like that. So don't think your job is finished. The same way, if you think about your business, the same way you think about your kids, you'll have a business, you'll be successful. Okay. So, guys, this is what it is, what we are talking, and I talk a lot. I know, and I have a lot, and we have a lot we're gonna debate, we're gonna talk about, because those are information I want you to get into your mind to understand exactly how it is, to know exactly how to be a business person. Because if you don't know the system, if you don't know exactly what to do, if you don't know exactly how to do it, to understand the system, it's going to be so hard for you to be able to do certain things and to make it happen. Very hard for you. I would say hello to everybody. Some of you like, get in the middle. Some of you get. I was trying to do that Zooms. I was trying to do this thing. I'm gonna have you guys to listen. I'm gonna try to see. No, I cannot do that. And then they say we didn't hear, but next time, and we can hear, because I want to start the Zoom with video, so guys, you can learn to understand exactly certain things. The key for it is like, you're supposed to get money to invest and make money. Get money from other people, which the bank, private investors, fund, government funding, grants, to make more money. Simple as that. Okay, and understand it. And our clients, we explain, we show to you exactly how to price the merchandise, where to get your merchandise. Okay, not to be greedy. Okay, we explain to you exactly how to hire the right people to work for you. Pay the right people to work for you. You work 5 years, 10 years for a company, make them rich. And guess what? I'm pretty sure, like, the owner probably don't even know, it cannot even do what you're doing. So now you tell me you cannot go and open your company? Something is very wrong. You're going to say, oh, I don't have the money because I'm not black. I'm not this. Am I going to be able to do it? Because act like, this. I don't know about computer. I don't know about this. I don't know about that. But do you know many people on business cannot even do anything on computers? Do you know many people who have businesses and big companies? There's a lot of things you do and they cannot even do. And then so you're giving me all the excuses, all kind of different excuses for you not to do it, because you just don't want to believe in on yourself. You can do it. Hire the right people. When you have somebody who become president, They have about like 20 people, advisors, and telling him things and saying things to them. So now, you know what? They just decided on all of them and pick and say, I'm going to pick this one. Okay. So hire the right people. So when you have them, don't think like, all they're doing, they know what they're doing. They're making the right decision. They're making the wrong decision too, because they have to pick from 20 smart people, people who know better than them, who making them who they are. So if you're working for a company right now, you need to think twice. You need to ask yourself why. You gotta know, put the expiration date on yourself and said it's been 5 years. I'm still sitting in one spot. But understand this, while you're sitting on one spot, you're hoping like, every day I'm going to work, then I'm gonna say to me, today is your last day, Mr. Etienne. You're hoping today, then I gotta say, oh, today we're sorry, we gotta cut some people. And do you know how many people have been cut off, like, layoff before the pandemic and during the pandemic? Because we cannot pay you, because things are hard. Okay. This is how it is. Hello, everyone. If anybody have any question, please, it's the time now. You can ask any question, because I want everybody to feel free. If they have anything to say concerning what I was talking about, they can just engage and say, okay, this is what they understand, this is how they see it. Or if they have any fears or any question or reason why they should not be doing something, they can always ask me, and I will be more than happy to answer. Anyone?
Good evening, Mr. Etienne. This is Claire.
Good evening, Claire.
I am so happy that I met you last Sunday, and I have my eye open, and I'm willing to learn. And I have bring one of my besties in that meeting tonight, and she's very excited, like I am, and I can't wait to do all the things I was meant to do with you. Thank you so much for your patience and your time.
Thank you, very clear. That was my, I was pleasure to meet you. And then, like I said to every single one of you, I don't said I'm gonna charge a consultation fee. I give you my time. Doesn't matter if you spend like 2 hours. I'll be sitting 2 hours and talking to you, and make sure we talk, we ask the question, whatever. I don't wash anybody at the door and say, oh, you know what? No, I take my time to speak to you, and I want to make sure like everybody get the same quality, the same information, so we can do. My job is every day getting more information for everybody, so we will be able to give to everybody the opportunity, which is they don't have to. Because I heard a lot of stories, give a lot of opportunities to people to understand, to learn about exactly what we're missing. I made a lot of mistakes over the years. I made mistakes, a lot of money too. But you know what happened, and then if you can make mistakes, but learn from them. Okay, learn from them. Now we have the opportunity to have the information we didn't have before. Let's make it, because every time you say something to somebody, they say, "Wow, it's impossible. How can you do it?" But you know what? Give me 5 reasons why I cannot do it. But give me 5 reasons I can do it. I give you 5 reasons I can do it. But for the cannot do it, you've been saying to me, I heard it a million times before. But I need to prove. Always challenge yourself. Thank you very much, Clea. Anyone else have anything to say?
Hello.
Hello?
Yes. Hi. Good evening. Um, I'm probably the friend Claire talking about. I'm in Florida, and I got an invitation from her, and this is like a blessing just to listen to you, and I learned a lot. And I'm fortunate to be off because I usually come home late and I come early because of the hurricane. But I'm not sure if I can have your information or your office so I can have chat with you if I can't make it in the Zoom or in the class you during certain time of the week.
Okay, thank you and welcome, welcome, welcome. And then one thing you gotta understand is everybody's here, and which is I have not even half of the people supposed to be here. And I decided to do this today is because we've been having problem with people to get in. And then today is like, we fix it and we make it easier for people to get in. And also they can invite other friends. And I'm glad you're here today. You can be part of that and everybody. And then my goal is to make sure everybody support everybody. So everybody who have businesses here, they can have somebody else. Excuse me.
Guidance.
So
Thank
everybody here there will be able to there to help you, to support you, and also and to make sure you succeed and whatever like you're doing. And
thank
yes, you can always call the office, and then the number is a 516-986-4888, and that's a 516-4888. And you can text this number and I will send you more information, and then you can just like call the office, make an appointment over the phone, and then we'll be more than happy to help you. I will be more than happy to spend time and answer all your questions and make sure you understand, make sure you be part of the family, and make sure like everybody gonna trust me, everybody will support you. It's not only me, because we gotta show the way we can help each other, we can support each other, we can whatever businesses people here. We have like real estate investment, we have real estate management, we have online stores, we have like car dealers, we have all different kind of business, we have what we call like home care agencies, and we have let me see what we have a baby products, a baby clothing and stuff like that, that's Mr. Dominic. And we have all different, we have people selling shoes and bags, we have all different type of business. We have a
you.
laundromat, we're gonna have a laundromat we're putting in place. So we have everybody. And I'm thinking about like I have a potential client because one of my biggest challenge, and she wants to open a nursing school, and that's my challenge. And I want to be part of that and make it happen and help this client to make this dream come true. And thank you. And I will definitely is the Score Financials. The number is 516, which is the toll free number, but give it a direct number 516-986-4888. And I appreciate the fact you're here. And then feel free to just like, any question anytime and ask it, because we're here with you and for you and make things happen.
Thank you. Have a blessed night. I appreciate it.
You too. Thank you. Anyone else, please?
Hi, Etienne. How you doing? This is
I'm
Claire.
doing good. Hi, Claire.
How you doing? Yeah, thank you for inviting me. I couldn't make it, last week or the week prior, but I'm so pleased to hear what I'm listening. And I know I have some paper to bring to you. I promise you this week I'll bring them.
Yes, don't make me run after you, because you know what we have, because we're running, because you know what, we don't want you to be or to stall in the ways like hey, and then because we more eager. A lot of our clients, we more excited. My team is more excited. We're so excited, want to take the challenge, want to make sure, because we want to see you happy, and you have what you basically want to, your dream come true. You can have that financial freedom. You can say, hey, I'm open this one today, I'm open the other one tomorrow. So you can be able to, it's good for us. That make me don't want to leave the office, because my house be like, hey, you know what? I don't go in my house anymore. My son told me, oh, mommy told me, like, you don't care for us anymore. I said, like, no, no, it's not that. But, I'm a person like, I like perfection. I like to always thinking what next, what next, what next. I like to challenge myself, because this is excitement in life. Learn how to know to challenge yourself. Okay. And whatever I'm doing, and then even I'm doing it for you, I'm doing it for me. I'm helping you, but I'm helping myself as well, because I'm learning every day. Information I'm seeking everywhere, try to get for you. Information I know before I knew before, and I'm trying to share with you. Those are information like, I learn myself too. I'm learning. And not only that too, I have kids. My kids, I want them to be an example. I want them to see, the parents that is the daddy as an example. I want them to be able to say, you know what, I like what my daddy doing. I like my daddy's helping himself, helping other people, but also they're learning from that. So you see the trend. It's not like, say, oh, I'm here to help you guys. No, I'm helping you. I'm helping myself. I'm helping the next generation, which is my generation, my kids, and then to make them understand the information a lot of us didn't know existed. The power we could have in our hand, we see we can have it, we can do it. That's exactly what it is. So it's just all of us. It's not like, me, her, he, whatever. It's all of us. And I thank you very much. And please, Claire, make sure we have the information because that can make us like, because every week, every Monday we have a meeting with the staff, and then we had one of our clients, and which is a friend of the office, is a client but a friend as well. We had her participate in one of the meetings, so to see exactly, so which is nobody new in the office. We're gonna have the meeting with that client there. And I said, you know what, we're gonna have a meeting tomorrow. I want to make sure you're there. So to see exactly how we do things, we go over every single file we're working on. We try to go over them over and over. This person responsible for this. What happened for this one? This was within what happened for it. This you're supposed to be working on that. What happened to it? So she had a sense of to see exactly how it is the business is working, how we do in our businesses, how we conduct it, and how we want to be successful and make them successful in what they're doing. And thank you very much. I appreciate it. And then that's gonna be every week. We'll try to keep you guys up to date. So make sure we can make this happen.
Okay. Have a blessed night.
You too, and stay put. We're not out yet. So anyone else, please? Anyone else have anything to say? Any update? While anybody's thinking of us, like, before they say anything, we have a few businesses like, come up to open this week, and we have Mr. I'm not gonna say the name, but I don't know if he's here, Mr. Belford. Okay, so we have a laundromat, and also what is it? The laundromat is two businesses. Okay. So it's the laundromat and it's something else. I'm not sure. I'm sorry about that, but I'm supposed to remember. But we have a laundromat we're gonna open, and like I said, we have all different businesses we open in here. So we basically make sure everybody be part of it. Any businesses you want to open, that's a challenge for us. We'll make it happen. Okay, so transportation, no problem. And you wanna have a dealer, a car dealer, it's no problem. You wanna be in a trucking business, yes, trucking business and a laundromat, yes, that's exactly what it is. And I don't know if Mr. Belfont is here. You wanna say something? I don't know, and then that'll be good. That's exactly. So we're not scared of anything. You just tell us, and then we do the work for you. We do the work with you. You put your hand, you learn, you get training, and Zoom class training, which is to show you exactly how to do certain things. You're not good in computers, don't worry about it. We can work with that. And our job is to structure your business and make sure you get the information. And understand this: any of our clients, our job is to go out there and get you money for your business, not loan, not loan. Okay, get you grants for your business, and we don't have any money from that. We don't want any money from that because this money is for your business to grow your business, to be able to have enough working capital for business, and then for marketing for your business, because it is necessary for you to have enough cash, to have enough money to run the business. If you do not have that, if you don't have money to run your business, it will be impossible for you. You're just gonna struggling every day, gonna be like, how am I gonna come up with this one? How am I gonna come up with this one? But having money for your business is all it matter, and it's your job to go after it. Anybody have anything to say? Miss Katia, did you learn anything today? Did you learn anything from the last time, between the last time to here? What point are you with your business? And anybody's doing any business in here, please let know exactly what kind of business you have because people need to know so they can support you. Like we here to have everybody supporting everybody. Marketing is the best way. Show your business, talk about your business, tell yourself whatever. If you speak Chinese, say it in Chinese. You speak Spanish, say it in Spanish, Creole, French, whatever. Even if I don't speak the Chinese, I will understand the Chinese. Okay, guys. So, anybody have anything to say? It seems like everyone is shy today. Kazi, I haven't seen you, Kazi, for about a week. Like more than a week, I think. Okay. So, guys, I've seen every, no, it's like everybody have something. I mean, there's anything, and then so we want to make sure, guys, you understand that, okay? And next week I'm gonna work on a video because I have some mindset. Let me see if I can have it again and see what's happened. Just give me 1 second. The mindset of you and try to. This is what's gonna happen when I put the video on. Try to read exactly because you can read it too while I don't know if you can see it, but let me know if you can hear it or not, or if you can read it because for you to understand, okay? Just 1 second. Okay, okay. Okay, let's see how it is that. Start sharing, and then I do this. I did it before. I don't know what happened. Participant sharing. Okay. You know what? I gotta work my. Okay. Ta, ta, ta. Hmm. Okay. You know what? Let me leave it alone because I gotta find a way exactly how to do the video, how to show you because I'm trying to help your mindset and try so you can program yourself and to that and to understand exactly how to do it because it is important for you to know um, you got to be prepared to be that boss. You got to be prepared to be that person, gonna make decisions, gonna have people depend on you, okay? Not only your kids, not only your children, but you're gonna have people working for you, depend on you, a paycheck from you every week. You're gonna have like client, what kind, whatever the business, you're gonna depend on your service. You're gonna have like the people depend on the services you're giving. So you have to make sure you're well informed. You have to make sure you understand the system. Understand the system. Me, I go to like, I try to get into something different to understand the problem and come up with the solution. A lot of people will give you different things, gonna tell you to do this, do that, blah blah blah. I'm not saying for you you're gonna be rich tomorrow. I'm not saying to you to invest this money you'll be rich. But my thing to you is to show you you can have your business. You can have some availability things for you to be eligible for certain things. You can, and I know it. You see that grant now, a lot of people eligible for it and they don't know. Even the least of $5,000 they can get. $200 million available now to give to businesses at least been in business for 6 months. Now, what kind of business? Uber driver, Lyft drivers, cleaners, anybody, whatever. You have a business account. You can have certain things. Guess what? You can have $5,000. Okay. So the question is, did you ask somebody next to you? Did you know that? No. So we're there to get the information for you. We're there. You're a client. For the time you're with us, it's our job to go and take that money and look for it and get it for you. Okay? So we're not doing magic. We're doing one plus one is two. We're not telling you things you probably knew or heard, but never. But we putting it in practice with you. So I am just like, programming your brain and so you can be ready, and you will be ready to be that boss, to be that business owner, to be that CEO, to be that president, to be that secretary in your business. So not only puts you there, but is a training part. It's for you to see it and understand it and be in it and take away all your fears. Because you know what? What can be worse? You know, what is it gonna be? If I die, I die. I don't even know if I die, I'm dead. Okay? What? I'm gonna lose my house. I'm gonna lose my car. I'm gonna lose this. I'm gonna lose that. And guess what? Is it the end of the world? No, I will have another one again. Okay? Things happen. Who cares? Things will always happen. Things gonna keep happening. So what's the fear? Because somebody gonna say something bad about me? No. People who's wasting their time and say people hate them, people this. No, who cares? People hate you. What? I don't care. I don't even have time to think about that. Because you know what? You're corrupting your mind thinking about the negative, about what other people think. Think about what I'm gonna do to make it better. Think about like, how am I gonna make it happen? Think about it. I know the problem. I don't want to hear the problem. I want to hear the solution. Okay. So I know, guys, it's been about like 7 o'clock and 8:30 now. It's about like close to 1 hour and a half. And I know some of you get late, and I thank you very much. And we want to try to have the session like happen. And then every time I know it's certain time it's not to certain people. I know certain time it's not. It's what is good. So I know a lot of you try to, and I know before some of you said I will be able to be here to listen because I'm at work. I will not be able to participate. And some of you is at work now. There's some could not make it because they're working. Okay, I understand that. And I want you guys to know it is possible, and it's a teamwork, and we can make it happen. And I want to thank every single one of you. And today I did not show my face, and because Wisdom said to me, and I got some lunch today, and she said, you know what, that belly gonna be too big for you to show up. So I'm depressed. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. Thank you, Flor Eli. Thank you, Miss Smith. Thank you, Claire. Thank you very much, Kazi. And thank you, every one of you. And thank you, Mary Dalia, which I haven't seen for some time. Thank you, Chilling. I can see you there. Jays and everybody, thank you. And please, before we go, if you have any questions, feel free. And I don't want you guys to feel like, shy, because anyway, other way, however it is, it's a family, it's a team, it's a teamwork, and it is okay to just share your opinion and what you heard, what's going on, what happened, what we're going to do. And I know today Mr. Dominic is missing, Mr. Lano is missing, a lot of you is missing. But guess what? This is a repeat of that Zoom we had the last time, and then this time I recorded, and we're gonna see exactly what's going on, and see you next time. Most likely will be every Thursday. I think this Thursday. Sorry, I think this Thursday we're just going to have this Thursday we're just gonna. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on a second. This Thursday we're still gonna have the Zoom, and then we're gonna have a different subject. And I think for during that time, and even if I keep on repeating the same thing, and it's a matter because we have people who was there or not there, because I want this to get into your mind. I want get to get into our mind and make it like a part of our mind, because you know what, a part of us. So we kept it and we deal with it and we make it work. Okay. So it doesn't matter if you hear it like, in 20 Zoom, but it is what it is. It is what we're going to do. It's a part of you now, because as a CEO, as a president, it is a part of you now. Eat it, breathe it, drink it, whatever it is you. So it is us. So my job is make sure next week, not week, it's Thursday, I got you more information. And if there's more grant coming and there is more other stuff, I'm going to come up for you guys to understand about the system, to understand exactly how to do cash flow, and to understand how you can do cash flow with very small money, to understand how you can get loan for your business, or you can get line of credit for business, or to get grant and fund for your business, and or to structure your business. Okay. Thank you very much. And guys, have a good night. It's about 8:30 now. It's the time. So anybody, feel free. You can call the office in a 516-986-4888. And then I think I can just send and let me see if I can do that. I can just send the information for everyone. Um, okay. Sorry. Just 516. We have the main number, which is 1-800. Oh, I don't even know it. 1-800. Just give me 1 second.
Where you going, baby?
Okay, 1-800. I don't know. 780-1703. And then you can dial any extension from there. Okay, extension 101. And then also you can get 516-986-4888. So that's a direct line. So you can call and make an appointment, and then over the phone, or like Zoom, anywhere you want, or you can stop at the office, but always make an appointment, and then we will give you all attention. We're gonna be with you and make sure I answer all your questions, make sure guys you're okay, and then see you. And if you have a friend, have some fears and have some problem, and just feel free and have them contact us, and we're gonna be here to answer your questions. Okay. Thank you very much, and then have a good night, guys. And then it was a pleasure having you here.
Good night.
Thank
Good night.
you.
Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you. Good night. Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night, everyone. Good night. Good night, Mary Dahlia. Good night. Good night, Josh. Good to see you today, Josh.
Oh, Josh was on. I didn't even know he was on.
Yeah, cuz Josh was on.
Where was he?
Chilling. Good night.
Your daddy was on.
Katia. Good night, Katia.
Good night. Good night. No, this is the blue. Here's the blue. Okay, but this is better.